I'm going to try starting this. I don't know if I'll do it or not. It's a traditional Irish ballad. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Why not? 2 verses. Yeah. Well, did they go on a long time normally? I only know one. I only know this one. I'll get you. The pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun was descending beneath the blue sea. When I strolled with my love o'er the pure crystal fountain that lies in the beautiful vale of Tralee. She was lovely and fair, like the first rose of summer, but 'twas not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eyes ever dawning that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee. The cool shades of evening, the mantle was spreading, as Mary, all smiling, sat listening to me. As Mary, all smiling, sat listening to me. God, you're going, man. It's folk music.
He's just coming over here to hear it better.
I'll start again. The pale shades of evening, their mantle was spreading, as Mary, all smiling, sat listening to me. The moon through the valley, its pale rays were shedding, as I won the heart of the Rose of Tralee. Though lovely and fair, like the first rose of summer, yet 'twas not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eyes ever dawning that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee. Yeah. A song about the second most important town in Kerry, yeah? Where's my beer? Oh my God, is there a beer over there?
Is it the one down there? There's one behind by the drum.
Oh, it's behind you, it's behind you, yeah? Okay, this is sort of a gig we can get a bit drunk. But I can't get drunk shit. Shit. That's not deliberate, that's dangerous. Oh God. Is that dangerous? You see?
Should be alright, I think. I'll get you
so?
some tissue.
Yeah. I think it's best. Okay, the next song, whilst he goes to get a tissue, is about lots of people dislike bankers, and they dislike politicians, and they dislike Al-Qaeda, and they dislike policemen. Well, that's probably me, not most people. And this song is about somebody else who sort of slipped under the radar a little bit, but who deserve all our loathing and all our hate, in my opinion. And this one is a special request for Caitlin! Yes, it's a difficult one, but for you, Caitlin. Shit. Oh, sorry, it goes, yeah, it goes. Sorry, so I hate... fuck around like that. Architect, no one's perfect, but there's no excuses for the buildings you erect. No excuses for the buildings you erect. Architect, allow me to interject. And I'm not happy. Sorry. It's in tune, I hate that.
Channel the hate.
Yeah, I'm trying to. But that much hate. Architect, no one's perfect, but there's no excuses for the buildings you erect. Architect, no one's perfect, but there's no excuses for the buildings you erect. You're all straight lines, predictable designs. You're the epitome of mediocrity. Architect, you're just a reject. You wanna be an artist, but you're not there yet. Architect, you're more than suspect. You've ruined the cities, all you've shown is disrespect. Maybe glass and steel and concrete can be beautiful, but your total lack of imagination makes that impossibility improbable. Architect, like some evil sect, you've made the world ugly, time to reflect. Architect, okay, what did I expect? Shopping centres don't help us to connect. No sense of beauty, no idea of community. Dehumanizing, brutalizing. Architect, I'm not about to genuflect. I know crap when I see it. Forgive the dialect. Architect, let's get circumspect. Making money is your only object. So hot here. Okay, next song is a sort of comment upon society.
Yeah!
As it is, as it will be, as it has forever been, with a slight look back on the 19th century and certain detectives who lived around there. It's a curious song of, wipe my face. Hot, sticky work, yeah, 19th century. That's how it was all the time, no air conditioning. Of freedom are lying on the tarmac, covered in tires from ancient riots. Everybody sings, nobody is somebody, but let me tell you, I'm Sherlock Holmes. My dear Watson, you haven't a clue. I think Krill Britannia's getting to you like a lonely plough in the everlasting now. I'm trying to move forwards, but I don't know how. I start to sob when you open your gob, and I'm thinking seriously of giving up my day job. Take it from me, you're thoroughly alone. No one's listening, no one's at home. They're all out doing their late night shopping. And bring me back something that gets the odds of bopping. Philanthropy, it's a new economy. But if there was no poverty, then what would charity be? Like a drunken cow in the everlasting now. I'm trying not to look backwards, but I don't know how. Call a paramedic if I ever get academic. I'm feeling hard, thinking what makes a headman. Must be exactly that I remember now. Chemicals are fine, go ask GlaxoSmithKline, but you'll end up as a thug if you tried recreational drug. I'm a detective with elected Sherlock Holmes, right-hand man. I've been asking questions since time began, like a drunken sow in the everlasting now. I'm trying to tease it sideways, it's it's easy to cut out. But if all you do is rob, your heart will never throb. And I'm thinking seriously of giving up my day job. Okay, time to get political, time to get topical. Yeah, what's happening above our heads?
God, apparently.
Lower down than that, in between God
Pigeons.
and our heads.
Asbestos.
Above the pigeons.
Precipitation.
No, something even worse.
Air.
Horrible little unmanned things that go around killing people.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh God, I have to sing it. Flying high in the sky, destruction's passing by, sleek and fast, shooting past, does everything it's asked. Enjoy your flight by satellite, the Grim Reaper rides tonight. Oh no, you're never alone. They know when you're at home. Oh no, you're never alone. With a drone, sleek and slight and invisible eye, you never see the super spy. Very unfair, not really there. It's called modern warfare. From a room they work the zoom, then wait for an almighty boom. Splash! Contact. From a desert in Nevada, they keep the world in order. From the Lincolnshire countryside, they make sure there's nowhere to hide. You gotta realize they try to minimize civilian casualties. You gotta realize they try to trivialize civilian casualties. You gotta realize they never apologize for civilian casualties. Great and cold remote control. Great and cold remote control. Carrying death in the hole. Yeah, watch the scene on a screen. Never hear anyone scream. You get the gist, you get the twist. Now who's the terrorist? Oh no, you're never alone. They know when you're on the phone. Oh no, you're never alone. With a drone. Yeah, serious stuff. But then I found out that really drones are really lovely things that catch poachers and help stop robberies and things. And so, you know, I got it all wrong, obviously. Also, the other thing is that if you're right, the US and they say that they never, with a drone, they always make sure that there's no innocent civilians around, no kids, no nothing. When they hit the target, yeah. But if that was true, then if you were a terrorist, you'd always have a couple of kids with you all the time, wouldn't you? And you send them out the house to run around and go, you know, and then you'd be, you know. Next song is about a mate of mine. I have lots of rich, powerful friends, as you know, probably, just by the look of me. And this is about a few of them and what they get up to. Get up to. They don't go to snooker clubs and listen to it. My stockbroker friend was at a loose end. He went away for the weekend with money to spend. He thought he'd go and blend fine food and wine, business and pleasure. I was shopping in the mall with my shareholder pal. I bought a Das Kapital. She said how intellectual, then went out to celebrate some bicentennial, and of course combined business and pleasure. My equity acquaintance is under surveillance because he never makes the payments, so to keep the hounds in abeyance, he's off to an island in the Caymans to lie on the beach and mix business with pleasure. My hedge fund manager chum is looking all glum. Well, he's got a bad tongue from always sucking his thumb. Now he's acting all dumb in a gentleman's club where they like to mix business and pleasure. Stockbroker friend was paid a dividend, so he asked me to recommend somewhere to go round the bend. I said try the West End, isn't that where everyone mixes business and pleasure? Business and pleasure, they go so well together. Business and pleasure, riches beyond measure. Business and pleasure, living a life of leisure. Business and pleasure, hope they go on forever. Okay, moving on. Time is passing. I went through the tunnel of time the other day, dived into the murky depths of humanity's distant, not so distant, psychic emanation. And I came across something that I immediately wrote down in 30 seconds, though the song lasts 9 minutes. It's a sad time, sad thing I visualized and saw through my third eye. The tragic and glorious at some time events of the Paris Commune. It took about 3 months, which is I condensed, as I say, into this humble ballad. Funky ballad too, but it should be a funky band here, but they couldn't make it. They were starting a revolution in Turkey. Where's the other place? In Brazil. Those things could kind of echo back to what this song's about in a strange, well, not a strange way, in a kind of normal way, if you were looking backwards. From Belleville to the Latin Quarter, from Menemonton to Mont, everybody singing and the bells are ringing. First the siege, then the government thieves use their authority to Clementine to say goodbye to the vultures in Versailles, at the red clubs, in the taverns and pubs, lunches, no one pulls their we know what's in store. We're going for class war, something beautiful happens now. buildings immune, so let's commune with the Paris Commune. Yeah, let's commune with the Paris Commune. Learn how to feel with the Paris Commune. Find out what's real with the Paris Commune. Life's a carnival full of dreamers. Take no notice of the traitors or the Louise Michel's entrancing dormitory. Yes, dancing weightlifters in the boulevard, fishermen on the Seine. Utopia in the heart, revolution in the we don't have to wait. No more church or state. Poets, workers, petite bourgeoisie, painters, clerks. Transforming society, raiding through the Jacobin socialist, blonde anarchist. Something beautiful happens now. Something beautiful happens now. Something beautiful happens now. We're over the moon, like in the days of June. Yeah, playing our tune by the Claire de Lune. So let's commune with the Paris Commune. Yeah, let's commune with the Paris Commune. Find out what's real at the Paris Commune. Learn how to feel with the Paris Commune. Montparnasse to la Palais de l'Industrie, from the Arc de Triomphe to the Puyo to the barricade, till all the face the guns thundered, long enough to outnumbered, no mercy was shown to the over. Now it's Brunelstone, let's watch the city burnt over rabble, a one last thrill. As the flames engulf the hotel of the Archbishop's death, now we'll paint the town red. Something terrible happens now. Something terrible happens now. Something terrible happens now. It was our high noon, the bodies were strewn, and now it's time to groom. Yes, time to swoon, time to commune with the Paris Commune. Yeah, let's commune with the Paris Commune. Learn how to feel with the Paris Commune. Find out what's real at the Paris Commune. And so to say good night. Harmonica, swifting. I was saying good night with a chirpy little number. But death and darkness never far behind.
Yay!
It makes the chirpiness all so much better, doesn't it? Well, this thing is jam. I could complain. Actually, I could complain. I could go up and say, "Excuse me, chaps."
I think they're in the back room.
The back room boys.
I've got lots of bottles.
Oh. hit them with.
Yeah.
You coming with me?
Let's all go.
Yeah, let's all go up. Yeah. Who said that? You first. Yeah. Don't see many people with these things, do you? Unfortunately, it's just a beautiful sound. I'll start again with that harmonic stuff, so calm as you. I was nearly drowned in Carver in Bratislava. I was bursting with beer. I thought my end was near. I took to treachery to overcome my lechery. I blame it on my father and not on Bratislava. Soft rain, hard rain, you're lame, come again. Sweet and sour, rather dour, like a shower in the tower. It was quite a palaver when I surfaced in Bratislava. I put a wine in my lime and asked the waiter the time. He said it was the end. When you betray a friend, so now I'm a dragonfly just out of my lava in Bratislava. Fast lane, slow lane, in the main, quite insane. Hard line, soft line, sunshine down the spine. A big society, full of impropriety. When a news proprietor weeps, it gives me the creeps. I was a whisker from Nirvana in Bratislava. The vodka in my veins was running through the drains. I saw through the streets to where the terror sleeps. Now go and get a barber and show me Bratislava. And ne'er-do-well rings a bell in the rocks, in the docks, like a fox on the rocks. Take the rubbish out and celebrate your doubts. There's always room for failure. Go check that with your tailor. I punched a bushy charmer in a street called Bratislava, then downed another lager and sighed in Bratislava. Good night. I hate every single one of you.